Today we will discuss about photosynthesis in plant anatomy and plant physiology. Photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis means to prepare or to build. Okay. And the process of photosynthesis. This is the process of photosynthesis. The plant absorbs water through roots. So the water where it is getting from the ground, okay, from the soil, okay. So through roots, and this water was absorbed, and the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and sunlight. So these three things, that is the presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide as acting as a raw material, okay, they are acting as a raw material with the help of chlorophyll present in the chloroplast. So where it is seen, the chlorophyll is the green color pigment. Where it is seen in the leaves. So that is, it produces food in the form of carbohydrates. Here it is sugar. During this process, oxygen is eliminated. That is, in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide and water plus the chlorophyll seen in the leaf can able to prepare its own food, and during this process oxygen is eliminated. So this is the process of photosynthesis, and you can see the overall reaction. So what I say, carbon dioxide CO2 plus water H2O gives glucose, that is the sugar molecule, that is carbohydrates, plus water plus oxygen is eliminated. This arrow mark upward direction shows the evolution of oxygen in the presence of light and chlorophyll, okay. So this is in the form of that is, they had given in the form of symbol. If you may not able to remember it, you can write it in words also. Carbon dioxide plus water gives glucose plus water plus oxygen is evolved. So this is the overall reaction they may ask in your board exams. So where does photosynthesis occur? So the photosynthesis occur, that is, the main thing is the green part, that is the chloroplast. In the chloroplast, the chlorophyll pigment gives the green color, okay. So that is seen in the leaf portion, that is the green portion. You can see the leaf portion is green, and even the younger parts of the stem is also green, okay. So these two, that is the green parts and the leaf of the plant, can able to perform photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis can occur in the green parts of the plant and the green leaves. Photosynthesis. So photosynthetic pigments, as we have talked about the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is a pigment which is seen in the chloroplast, okay. There are two types of pigments involved in photosynthesis: primary pigment and accessory pigments. So primary pigment, that is chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A is universally present from lower forms to higher forms, from algae to higher plants, okay. And there only the reaction center is present. So there only the photosynthesis will act, that is, it's going to start. Okay, that is the reaction center is present in chlorophyll A. So it is called as primary pigment. And chlorophyll B and carotenoids are called accessory pigments. So chlorophyll A is the primary pigment, and chlorophyll B and carotenoid is the accessory pigment, and it is called the harvesting center. So reaction starts at chlorophyll A, okay. And the harvesting means, so you are putting the seeds in the ground and you are getting into a plant. From the plant you getting fruits and flowers. Now flowers, after that you getting fruits, and while fruits is maturing and ripening, you will plucking it. That is called the harvesting time. So that is called the harvesting time. So like that, the chlorophyll starts the photosynthesis. So it is the reaction center. But the finishing is the preparation of carbohydrates. that was dealt with the accessory pigments like chlorophyll B and carotenoids. So there what center is present? Harvesting center. The role of sunlight in photosynthesis. The entire process of photosynthesis takes place inside the chloroplast. So the photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast, and it has two reactions, light reaction and dark reaction. It may be written as light dependent reaction is called light reaction, and dark reaction is called light independent reaction. That is, the light reaction, the light is must, that only the reaction will start. But in dark reaction only the enzymes going to take part with the help of light reaction substance like ATP and NADPH2. So there is no need of light. For that reason, the light reaction is light dependent reaction and the dark reaction is light independent reaction. First we will see the overall Calvin and Hill reaction. So the light dependent reaction, as I said. So for this, light is necessary. With the help of light, the water carbon dioxide is converted to carbohydrates. During that, oxygen is eliminated. And while the elimination of oxygen, that is, you can get ATP and NADPH2 from light reaction. Okay, light reaction. So this they are getting from the light reaction, that is light dependent reaction. Now it is entering into the Calvin cycle. Calvin cycle is the carbon dioxide is reduced with the help of ATP and NADPH2 that you get from this light reaction. Okay, this light reaction. So now what happened with the help of ATP and NADPH2? The Calvin cycle reaction starts with the help of enzymes and it took place in the stroma. So during that, for the reduction reaction, the NADPH is converted to NADPH. That is, H is removed. That is, the NADP is reduced. That is, if H is there, it is oxidized. The NADPH, if the H is present in NADPH, it is reduced condition. When the H is not there, NADP, that is oxidized condition. And ADP, that is one phosphorus is used, that is dephosphorylation takes place. So you get ADP. So these things are taken place while the dark reaction or Calvin cycle takes place. And you get the glucose, that is carbohydrate was formed here. This is the overall overview of an Hill and Calvin cycle. So this one is the light reaction and this one is the that is dark reaction. Light dependent reaction is otherwise known as Hill reaction or light reaction. So remember students that they may ask light dependent reaction or Hill reaction or light reaction. Okay, these are the names for the light reaction. And this light reaction was first discovered by Robert Hill in 1939. So in 1939, Robert Hill has discovered a reaction called Hill light reaction. So the name came after, that is Hill reaction. For light reaction, the other name is called Hill reaction. So as you have studied the chloroplast structure in the previous video, that is where the chlorophyll pigments are present in the thylakoid membranes, that is grana. So the photosynthesis takes place there because chlorophyll A is present there only. What this chlorophyll pigment do means converts, that is captures the light energy, and convert into the chemical energy in the form of ATP and NADPH. So in light reaction what happens means the photosynthetic pigments absorbs the light, that is captures the light energy and converted to chemical energy in the form of ATP and NADPH2. Okay, this was done in the presence of light. So it is called light dependent reaction, or this was found out by Robert Hill. So it is also known as Hill reaction or light reaction. You must know what is ATP. Adenosine triphosphate. This is the energy currency of our cell, which is present in the mitochondria. ADP, adenosine diphosphate. NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. So this they may ask for the expansion of ATP, NADP in 1 mark or in 2 mark question. Light independent reactions, dark reaction, biosynthetic phase. So it has 3 names: light independent reaction or dark reaction or biosynthetic phase. So the light reaction, where the light reaction takes place in the thylakoids, because the chlorophyll A pigment is present in the thylakoid. But this reaction takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast, What happens means there the carbon dioxide is reduced with the help of ATP and NADPH2. Where this ATP and NADPH2 they got from the light reaction. So with the help of light reaction, the carbon dioxide is reduced. So that reaction is called dark reaction or biosynthetic phase or light independent reaction. And this dark reaction was discovered discovered by Melvin Calvin. So it is also known as Calvin cycle. So he is the person, Melvin Calvin, an American biochemist, discovered the chemical pathway for photosynthesis. The cycle is named as Calvin cycle. He was awarded with the Nobel Prize in the year 1961 for his discovery. That is, the dark reaction was discovered by Melvin Calvin and he got the Nobel Prize in 1961. He is an American biochemist and he found out the chemical pathway where the enzymes are involved in the preparation of food. That is, one reaction they need light. So only in daytime it can prepare its food. After this man discovery only, no, they are preparing they are preparing in dark condition also. The plants are preparing the food with the help of enzymes and the energy gained through the day. That is with the help of light reaction. So that was given by this Melvin Calvin. So the dark reaction was named as Calvin cycle for his work. Factors affecting photosynthesis. So for each and every reaction there are some of the factors can affect. So now you are also studying through online. So what is the problem? There is a net problem. There is diversion. You have a diversion not to study. We can play the game in the phone. Why we have to watch this online class? So like that, they and all factors. So the games, watching movies, this and that, the factors affects your study. Like that, in plants also, the photosynthesis can be affected by some of the factors. That is internal factors and external factors. Internal factors means pigments, the chlorophyll A, B, xanthophyll, carotenoids. These pigments are not synthesized properly or they may not able to capture the light properly. So due to that also the photosynthesis can be affected. Leaf age. If the leaf is too younger or too old, younger means it will do fast. But at the old, the leaf is old means it cannot able to prepare, it's going to fall off from the tree. So that time it cannot able to prepare its own food. So due to that also the photosynthesis affected. And that is carbohydrate accumulation is more. If the carbohydrate accumulation is more, the chloroplast cannot able to synthesize, that is the chlorophyll cannot able to capture the light. That is also one of the problem. And hormones also plays an important role for us. Also, if the hormones are not functioning correctly, we have some other problems. Okay, like we human being are also having some problem, like the plants are also having hormones. If the hormones are not functioning well, the photosynthesis is affected. External factors, light. During rainy season, the light is won't be sufficient for photosynthesis. That is also one of the factor. And even in heavy summer, also the photosynthesis may not take place. That is dark reaction will be affected due to high temperatures, because the enzymes are involved in the preparation of food in dark reaction. Due to that, the light, that is due to that, the reaction is photosynthesis reaction got affected. Carbon dioxide, if there is non availability of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, that also causes the causes as a factor, not factor affects the photosynthesis. Temperature, so as I said, the temperature is one of the main factor. That is, during rainy season also the photosynthesis will be affected by temperature, and during heavy summer also it is affected. Water, if there is non availability of water, that is, if the plant cannot able to absorb the water, if there is, because water is one of the raw material along with the carbon dioxide, if there is no water, that is, the photosynthesis is affected. And the mineral elements, so the mineral elements, mainly magnesium is necessary for chlorophyll, that is chloroplast development. Magnesium plays an important role in the formation of chlorophyll. So if some of the minerals are absent, that also causes and affects the photosynthesis. And they may ask, that is light dependent and light independent, that is they may ask light reaction or dark reaction in a 7-mark question. Okay, and they may ask these factors affecting photosynthesis in your 4-mark question or 2-mark question. And now we will move on to the info bit, that some of the information. There is artificial photosynthesis. So it is the source, the solar energy is a renewable source. From that, through artificially, we can synthesize some of the fuels, which is a renewable one. So like that, CNR Rao, he was conferred the Bharat, that is, who was grant the Bharat Ratna in 2013, had working about the artificial photosynthesis for creating hydrogen fuel, because hydrogen is a renewable energy. So through that we can, that is now we have a crisis of the energy, like current, electricity, water is also one of the that is crisis, electricity, and even in future there will be a crisis for food also. And that is pollution, we are the pollution free atmosphere is not there. So if hydrogen fuel is used, it is pollution free, because once upon a time, that is when the world was formed, the earth is formed, that time it is full of hydrogen, so no harmful to the atmosphere. If we use hydrogen fuel instead of petroleum fuel, there is pollution free atmosphere can we get. So due to that, this man is working on it, that is artificial photosynthesis as a technology, and he got a Bharat Ratna in 2013. He was granted a Bharat Ratna in 2013. And the hydrogen fuel, the renewable energy, you must know about the hydrogen gas. And okay, thank you for watching the video. If you like, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.